So tell us, what inspired this film, and why did you want to make this film, and where did the story come from?
The story comes out of reality that we're living, and is connected to a reality we're living last few years. Although it's not, you cannot say that there is a direct. It does not. It goes to a different level. It's a fiction. There are other elements included, but there is a strong connection to what is the reality within the previous in our era.
Tell us a little bit about the casting process for this film, and where you got your main character, of course, and he goes through a lot through the film. Your main character, goes to the minefield, but tell us a little bit about the casting process itself. And
the casting process is an interesting question because actually I've been through this discussion a lot these days. I'm here. I have a feeling. My impression is that. Casting process is something I do respect a lot. I respect a lot the way the actors, they commit themselves into this by exposing their own, very delicate. It's a very delicate process, and I do respect a lot this. So I feel that in a way I'm there during this process until the moment that every person finds his position, and the combination is balanced and it works. I feel that I'm there just to judge or to have an appreciation of things happening by themselves. I mean, if it works, then there is an harmony. Some things are moving easy, fast, and with an harmony. So this is the process we've been through concerning casting. We're lucky. I mean, the result is really, I think it's really good with all actors.
Tell us a little bit about, I've noticed recently, of course, coming out of the country of Greece, a lot of documentaries of what's going on with your country. Can you maybe comment a little bit about how the status of your country and how it's affecting the arts community in Greece? For example, the film industry.
Well, it affects in many ways, not only the film industry, but in general, social life and the economy, everything. People are very deeply affected by this situation, which is very particular. I mean, it's, in Greece, this crisis is going on now for more than 5 years, 6, 7 years. So it affects every aspect of life, and the film industry being on the center. I mean, artists and art in general being in the center of receiving this situation more with sensitivity and with being alert. There are two ways. I think one is that there is as a result of these difficulties, that the resources are very limited in terms of financing movies, etc. But at the same time, there is creativity emerging out of all this, and there is the will to
inspiration, right? Yes.
Yeah, and also the will to be present and to do whatever we can. So this is the situation.
There's a really big Greek community here in Toronto, as you know. So what's it like to present this film to the Greek community here in Toronto?
This will be interesting because the people out, I mean, the Greek community in Toronto, in a way I feel that it was, especially previous decades, that the communications and traveling were much more difficult, but in a way they were cut off. It's too far. I mean, it was too far from Greece. So they somehow developed, or they are connected with Greece, or with a reality that is, they brought, I mean, they were connected at the moment they left. But still, it's very interesting to see. I'm sure they have contacts, they do have a connection with how things are moving nowadays, and well, it will be interesting. But in any case, this is not addressed, any movie, but especially this one, is not targeting to a specific group. I mean,
Right.
it opens up to the world, to an audience that is, to a worldwide audience. I mean, in terms of the language or the elements which are used, it's open to all public, to all audiences.
What were some of the challenges you face when you're directing this film?
Challenges. So, well, the usual challenges, being close to what was the initial purpose and the initial motivation, what gave energy to really fight for that and to make it real, to realize it. And every day there was a different challenge, and there were various challenges. But the main thing, I think, was this: to stick to the initial motivation,
Right.
to the nucleus of this attempt. I mean, to attempt to make because it was quite difficult. I mean, it's always difficult, but this was the entire movie, and the shootings were on location. This was quite difficult in terms of facing, many practical issues and those kind of stuff.
Now tell us, what's it like to have your film here at the European Union Film Festival?
It's very nice. I'm very pleased to be here, and it's good to somehow find ways to exchange ideas and to exchange our views, our point of views, and to have a possibility to communicate with. We feel quite close to Canadian. Let's say, I personally do believe that Canada and the structure of even in terms of practical issues, I mean, production and the film industry is quite close to the European. To the European. So we feel it's a very friendly and very productive and positive experience. I'm very pleased to be here.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.